But I mean, they gotta start pumping out the Donkey Kong games if they have the freaking Donkey Kong section in Nintendo World. Dude, that still blows my mind. I'm sorry, but like, I'm still a little confused. Like, why is it just the... I still don't get that, dude. I still stand by my opinion on that. I'm not understanding why it's just the Returns aesthetic. I don't get it, dude. I actually don't. They have a whole... Dude, they spent probably millions of dollars to open up a section for Donkey Kong at Nintendo World. And it literally is just Returns, a game that's like... Yes, they did an HD port, but like... Dude, what? Like, it's literally based on a random one. Like, it's not like they did the OG ones. Like, literally just a random Donkey Kong. And then that's what they based the Mario movie on, too. Like, what? That really does confuse me. I don't get that. I legit don't. No, like, that's what I don't get is, like even Tropical Freeze, nothing. Nothing, dude. Like, how in the world is it just Returns, dude? It doesn't make any sense, man. I don't get it. Dude, the Animal Buddy thing has been something that I'm, like, less okay with. Like, I know it... I'm sure it bothered me back then, too. But, like, when I made that video about the Animal Buddies, like, I was really thinking about it. Like, that was a huge part of the series. Like, not even just one game. Like, the series. Like, you never knew who was going to return, who was going to... Like, what new Animal Buddies there would be. Like, changes they would have. Like... And it literally is just Rambi. You can't even say Squawks, because Squawks, they just changed to find puzzle pieces. And I want to make it clear, too, like, these games are still great. It's just, I'm not understanding some of the decisions they made with changing it. And it sucks, too, because we have nothing to even base off, like, if the Donkey Kong series is still, like, a good seller. Because even with the Switch, like, granted, you know, not many people had a Wii U, but, like, all the Switch got was a port. That is all it got. It didn't even get a new game. Like, I don't know how much that would have affected the sales, because, like I said, not many, like... I think majority of people who bought it didn't have a Wii U anyway. So I don't know how much it affected it, because, like, I mean, you look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it didn't affect it at all. Like, that game sold a bajillion units, so... It's crazy to me that there hasn't been a new DK game since Freeze, and they make a new theme park. That's the thing, dude. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't get it, man. And even then, like, see this. Okay, this is what's confusing me, guys. So they make a theme park based on Returns. So when we get a new DK game, is it just gonna be Returns aesthetic? Like, I'm very confused. Because they did it in the movie, too. The movie was the Returns aesthetic as well. You know what? You know what? I could meet them in the middle. They want to keep the Returns aesthetic, fine. Bring K. Rool back. Put him in that aesthetic, too. Tiki Rool. Dude. What if that's what it ends up being? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not gonna, like... worry about it, but it does stink a little bit that when I finally was more on board with, like, you know what, whatever, like, it'll stink if they never add some of the old stuff back, but, like, you know, I just want a new Donkey Kong game. Like, I wish K. Rool would come back, but if he doesn't, like, at least we get a new game. But of course, then they also had to go, well, we're gonna change Donkey Kong's design too. Again, we don't know if that's for everything or whatever, but because if they change, my thing is if they change Donkey Kong's design for mainline Donkey Kong games, I just think it's going to change the entire overall tone of the games, and that's what I don't want. But we will just have to wait and see. Oh, if the tone does change, it's towards the original trilogy somehow. That's the thing, though. I don't think it can be. Like, I'm just having a hard time picturing that Donkey Kong design with, like, the serious type of tone. Like this, you know what it was? Is like the old games had like a serious, goofy tone, if that makes sense. Like, it was like, it looked, I don't know how to word this, man. I don't know how to word it to make sense. I just feel like it'll end up being like all goofy. You know what I mean? They had a certain grit to their presentation. Yes, like there was a certain grit, but it was still like goofy. Like when you jump on like the big like buff guys as Diddy, like they laugh. K. Rool was goofy. Like K. Rool was serious but goofy, and they nailed that when they made K. Rool in Smash. They nailed the serious goofiness to him. So what I'm afraid of is, in my opinion, the new Donkey Kong design, if that's what they use for everything, he just seems like just goofy, and I'm afraid they'll end up making Donkey Kong games just goofy. Whereas I liked it, the mix of serious and goofy, if that makes sense. But this is all just speculation, and like, because like I said, we don't know until it happens. So, but what I can say confidently is I still just don't like the way Rambi looks in this game. I don't know what it is, man. I don't like it. Although I will say he looks a little different than I remember. Sorry for the choppy frame rate. No, he looks how I remember. There's just something about him, man. You feel that same way about Luigi's Mansion? That makes sense. Because Luigi's Mansion definitely doesn't feel as like dark as it did. He looks tired. Dude, you're right. He's had enough, man. He's had to friggin' pull the weight of all the animal buddies for all these years. He's had enough. He is tired. It's not even his fault. He's like, where's Zungard? Where's Espresso? What's going on? I just killed that guy with my butt. Rambi's more detailed than the original trilogy. I believe it. And he used to look more pissed. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, he looked like serious, but then he would pant like a dog. Like, it was just, I don't know, man. I feel like Rare just nailed the designs of the characters. He's just like, he's just a lifeless clay ball now. That completely sums up how I feel. Because I have felt that like the graphics overall feel like Play-Doh-y. Like something about the graphics of these games I've never really cared for. That is, besides the new Donkey Kong design, I do hope that they change the art direction for the next Donkey Kong game. I hope the style changes to something more gritty. Me too. Like, I want to emphasize, it doesn't need to be like exactly like the old games. Like, it's like how I feel about Mario Party Jamboree. Jamboree was finally a new Mario Party game where I was like, I'm totally down for this. I freaking love this. Doesn't mean that it's perfect. Like, there's still stuff, you know, that I would like. I do feel the overall pacing. If it sped up a little bit, I think I'd be happier. But I love the game, and the Koopathon thing I think is perfect for online. But like, dude, I just feel like these games, like, dude, the Donkey Kong series, dude, Donkey Kong fans, man, like, we have it rough, man. Not as rough as others. Some series, they don't get games and stuff like that. But in terms of getting, like, what we want, it's like we're willing, well, at least me at this point, I'm willing to make compromises, and then they still make it difficult for me. Like I was saying earlier, I finally am like, all right, you know, I want K. Rool back and like mix old with the new, but I just want a new Donkey Kong game, and like I'll settle if they don't. Like I'd like old with new, I'd like K. Rool back. If they don't, I'll deal with it. Then they go ahead and change Donkey Kong's design, and they threw a whole wrench in the entire thing. Yeah. Sal, I literally thought of F-Zero as soon as I said that. That's why I was like, I know some series haven't had games. Something else, too, is like... Because I was kind of talking about this when we played Tropical Freeze in that long stream I did. But something that really does annoy me is like... So, like, when you look at Mario, right? Like, you might buy, like, a Goomba stuffed animal, a Koopa stuffed animal. Is anybody buying, like, a Snowmads stuffed animal? Like, it literally could just be me being ignorant. Like, I don't know. But, like, I just feel like these characters don't do anything. Now, granted, I don't know if people would be buying, like, some of the DK, like, original DKC stuff either. I don't know. I don't think they really had that merch then. I have no idea. But, like, I think you have a problem when, like, I feel like if they made a K. Rool stuffed animal, it would probably outsell Lord Frederick. Or even the Tiki Mask boss. I think there's a chance K. Rool would just outsell those. And that's insane when you think about it. They based the whole friggin' theme park on the Tikis. And I think there's a chance K. Rool would outsell. So, like, my thing is like, I want them to be a little more consistent because, like, that's a part of what makes the Mario games fun. Like, I love getting into those characters. Like, you go to a game store, there are stuffed animals of Wigglers. Think Wigglers. Maybe not. But I've seen, like, Pokies. Like, well, Yoshi is like a... Yoshi's not an enemy, but... There's multiple enemies, Mario enemies, as stuffed animals. I don't really see why they couldn't do that with Donkey Kong, but with the way they make Donkey Kong games now, I don't think they can. Dude, Lord Frodrick. Oh my gosh, that's funny, dude. Got my favorite Boo and Bob-omb plush. Yeah, see, like, why can't Donkey Kong have that? I don't think they can with the way they're doing it now. Like, they're not even being consistent with what they have the theme park. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, it probably just sounds like I'm just, like, complaining now. But, like... Or, like, I don't know. Or that I'm, like, going on about it too much. But, like, I think it's just that I'm dumbfounded. The latest game, like, if you don't count the HD remaster of Returns, the latest game is this one. And there was no reference to this in the Mario movie or the theme park. They based it on a random one. You know what I'm stuck on, actually, that I didn't even factor in? Why did they even change it in the first place? Is it just because Rare was gone? Which that, honestly, I do understand on, like, a human level. Like, the company, the people that made it were gone. So I kind of do understand them being like, let's try to rebrand. I do get it, but, like, it just stinks, man. Imagine if they just didn't change it, and then they could have made the theme park, and it could have been based on all the games, because they all would have had similarities. Instead, now they're just drastically different. I don't know. To end the conversation on, like, something not so pessimistic, I'm still excited to see what they do, and I'm sure I'll still play it and enjoy it. Still hope Donkey Kong does not look like the way he does in the current Mario Kart trailer, but still.